After 6 million years of boredom, the evolutionary ascent of our species from the last common ancestor with the chimpanzee, something extraordinary happened to us less than 100,000 years ago. It was a kind of emergence into consciousness when we became fully symbolic creatures. And this is defined as the single most important step forward in the evolution of human behavior. This emergence into consciousness was triggered by our ancestors' encounters with visionary plants and the beginning of shamanism, that plants like the Amanita muscaria mushroom or psilocybin mushrooms appear to have been directly connected with this sudden and radical change.
Arrested development of the god-bodied elements. The bod-pod once elegant respawn, lost intelligence embossed on the cross, deposited the sediment of heaven sent fodder amidst the mist. Imposters fatal malaise foster roots, the unstable strain from the caves of cradle graves. Obtain divine manna, the veins replaced with data. Mad had a photon-scatterer, Sabbatic quadrilateral, compatible with animals the human auric feel. The torus wields a Horus, yields a forest filled with flora. Peel up the floor, the spores of magic morels, bring in morals, sprouting dorsel fins for coursin through the coral. Feed the orca with Menorah, forks of flesh of your corporalis. Aurora borealis, pouring out the chalice. Capitalistic phallus, linking chapel misfit charlatans. Incompetently fossilizing, proselytizing armaments. Non-grata parliaments, a hostile for the hostile host of vocal parasitic cloaks of croaks and toads and timid vitiligo, spoken whispers in the ether. Aretha roses gripping, the thorns are thoroughly insipid. Stripping feminine from the regiment, wicked denizens, restricting venizons of medicine. Indelicate imbalances, darkest owners of the covenant, covet repugnant owners of a bloody bludgeon nation. Epistemological encapsulation.
Went down to the Amazon, where there are still surviving shamanistic cultures today, and where they drink the powerful visionary brew ayahuasca, of which the active ingredient is dimethyltryptamine, DMT, which is actually closely related at the molecular level to psilocybin, and they say it was the spirits that taught them how to do it, to be absorbed orally, and takes us on a 4-hour journey into extraordinary realms.
5-MeO, DMT, be the key to see the canopy of the tree, 33 degrees beyond the dream, believed to be reality. We drink to free our sanity and clean our demons rapidly. Take a ride with psilocybin, 5 grams dry, chill inside the mind, don't hide, the light will guide. In time the signs will shine, you'll find your ego die. Don't cry, you'll be alright, take pride in you inside. You don't want an ayahuasca, then don't bother, drink some water. Panda hada, papa blada, get taught some pranayama, cause the trauma and the drama will cause a lot of problems. They won't calm you, so be smarter and wait, cause God will call you.
Another universal experience of ayahuasca is the encounter with seemingly intelligent entities which communicate with us telepathically. Now, I'm making no claim one way or another as to the reality status of these entities we encounter. Simply that phenomenologically they are encountered by people all over the world, and most frequently of all, the spirit of ayahuasca herself, Mother Ayahuasca, who is a healer. And although she's the mother goddess of the planet, she seems to take a direct personal interest in us as individuals, to heal our ills, to want us to be the best that we can possibly be, to correct errors and mistakes in our behavior that may be leading us down the wrong path.
Capitulate systemic regenerated stimulus, denigrate degenerate incestuous agenda driven reptilians. Mycelium for healing them, a hydrogen depletion, bringing them to extreme helium. The white dwarf beckons, impressed with iridescence, attest, fight for your presence to rest, defy oppression. The crescent moon regresses to a hologram much smaller than the fatherland of Solomon, imparting man with monograms from Alderon, symbolic sigils of malevolence, manipulative debtors casting spells to sell us pestilence, a petalist blooming flowers. Regrettably the fruit is sour, contentiousness removes their power, arrest the rules and make them cower.
When I've asked shamans about the sickness of the West, they say it's quite simple. You guys have severed your connection with spirit. Unless you reconnect with spirit and do so soon, you're going to bring the whole house of cards down around your heads and ours. And it's true that the message of ayahuasca, the universal message, is about the sacred, magical, enchanted, infinitely precious nature of life on Earth. And let's not forget that ayahuasca is not alone, that it's part of an ancient worldwide system of the targeted, careful, responsible alteration of consciousness. Consciousness.
5 MEO-DMT be the key to see the canopy of the tree. 33 degrees beyond the drink, believed to be reality. We drink to free our sanity and clean our demons rapidly. Take a ride with psilocybin, 5 grams dry. Chill inside the mind, don't hide, the light will guide. In time the signs will shine, you'll find your ego die. Don't cry, you'll be alright, take pride in you inside. You don't want an ayahuasca, then don't bother. Drink some water, panda hada, papa blada. Get taught some pranayama, cause the trauma and the drama will cause a lot of problems. They won't calm you, so be smarter and wait, cause God will call you.
And what it's all about is a state of consciousness that's designed to help us find balance, harmony. The ancient Egyptians would have called it Ma'at with the universe, and to remain mindful that what we're here to undertake on earth while immersed in matter is fundamentally a spiritual journey aimed at the growth and perfection of the soul, a journey that may go back to the very origins of what made us human in the first place. And I stand here invoking the hard-won right of freedom of speech to call for and demand another right to be recognized, and that is the right of adult sovereignty over consciousness. There's a war on consciousness in our society, and if we as adults are not allowed to make sovereign decisions, including the decision to use responsibly ancient and sacred visionary plants, then we cannot claim to be free in any way, and it's useless for our society to go around the world imposing our form of democracy on others. It may even be that we're denying ourselves the next vital step in our own evolution by allowing this state of affairs to continue, and who knows, perhaps our immortal destiny as well.